Introducing ADL Connect. Bidirectional Salesforce, Azure DevOps Connector. To install the app, open your app launcher. Click View All. Click on Visit AppExchange. Click on Go to AppExchange. Search for ADL Connect. Now open the ADL Connect app from the search result. Click on Try It Free button. Now select the Salesforce instance you want to install. Provide the necessary details and click on Continue to Installation. Provide the Salesforce org credentials and login. Select Install for all users. Grant access and continue the installation. Wait for installation. After installation, launch ADL Connect app from App Launcher. Establish the connection between Salesforce and Azure DevOps in less than 10 seconds. Click the New Integration button. Select Azure DevOps app. Click on Next. Enter the name for your Azure integration app. It can be any name. Navigate to Azure DevOps. Copy the server URL. Paste it in server URL. Navigate to Azure DevOps. Copy the organization name. Paste it in organization. Navigate to Azure DevOps User Settings. Click on Personal Access Tokens. Click New Token. Provide name. It can be any name. Select expiration date till next year. Select Scope as Full Access. Click on Create button. Copy the access token from the pop-up. Navigate back to Salesforce. Paste copied text in Enter your Personal Access Token field. Click on Save. Congrats, you have successfully established connection between Salesforce and Azure DevOps in less than 10 seconds. Now let's configure project and issue type field mapping. Navigate to Field Mapping section. Click on New Field Mapping button. Select the integration app created in Core Settings section. Now select the DevOps project you wish to configure. Click on Next. Enter the name of the project mapping connection. Select the Salesforce object. It can be either standard or custom. Select the issue type. Now you need to select the Azure DevOps field to save the Salesforce record ID. To create a new Azure DevOps field, navigate to Azure DevOps. Navigate to Project, then click on Project Settings. Click Project Configuration. Then click on Go to the Process Customization page hyperlink. Select the issue type where you want to create a field. Click New Group button and create new group with name Salesforce Details. Click on 3 dots, then select New Field. Enter field name and description. Click on Add Field. Now navigate back to the Salesforce. Refresh the page, fill the details and select the created field from SFID field drop-down. Perfect, your project mapping is completed. Now let's create fields mapping under this project connection. Click on the Field Mapping Action button. Select your SF field. It will show all Salesforce fields under the project connection Salesforce object. Select your sync flow direction based on your needs. Select DevOps field. It will show all DevOps fields under the project connection. I have created some custom fields to map with DevOps title, area path, assigned to, description, iteration, state, and tags. But we can configure any object and any field we wish. Click Save to store the field mapping. Now let's configure inbound rule for this project mapping. Click the new Inbound Rule button. Select the integration app now. Select the project mapping which you have created earlier. To allow inbound changes, we need to configure Salesforce site. Copy the site subdomain prefix ID. Click on the Add button to navigate to site page. Register site domain if you have not enabled earlier. Now click New button to create the site. Enter the site label. Paste the site subdomain which is copied earlier in default web address prefix. Select the homepage as ADL Connect Inbound. Activate the site and click on Save. New site creation process has been completed. Close and reopen the inbound process and follow same steps. Select the site which you have created. Pop-up will come to assign the inbound permission to your site user, then click OK. Click Create to add the inbound rule. Congrats, all your core configuration has been completed. Now let's configure case page layout to create new issue. Navigate to Case tab. Open any existing case record. Click on gear icon. Click on the Edit page. Scroll down to the Custom Managed Components. Drag and drop the Azure DevOps details. Drag and drop Azure DevOps comments. Drag and drop Azure DevOps attachments. Click on Save. Navigate back to the case record. Now you can see Azure DevOps details, Azure DevOps comments and Azure DevOps attachments in case record layout. Are you ready to create new issue? Click the New button and search for the project you created in Project Mapping section. Connector will pre-populate mapping field with values based on case record. Enter subject if you want to add or change. You can assign the issue to any user in DevOps. Add some tags. Select DevOps area. Add some description. Select DevOps iteration. Add DevOps state. Save to create new DevOps issue. We got our DevOps ID in just few clicks. Let's navigate to Azure DevOps to see the created issue. As you could see, the issue is assigned to selected assignee. Also, the Salesforce ID has been linked perfectly. Now let's update the created issue from Azure DevOps. Let's add some tags from DevOps. Updated the state to active. Update the description. Click on Save. Let's link the created issue with existing issue by adding comment. Let's add some comments in the created issue. Let's verify updated details in Salesforce. Navigate back to Salesforce record. Comment is reflecting under DevOps comments. Linked issue is available under links section. Tags and description is also updated. Now let's change and add screenshot in description. Now let's add some comment to Azure DevOps team from Salesforce. Now navigate to Azure DevOps by clicking DevOps ID in Detail section. Here we can see the screenshot and updated comment is available in Azure DevOps work item. Now let's add some attachments in the issue. Click on Attachments icon. Click on Add Attachment button. Select the attachment to add. Click on Save. Navigate to the Salesforce record. Refresh the page. Now we will see this attachment in Salesforce under Azure DevOps Attachments section. If you change the display to tile view to see the image preview without downloading the attachments in Salesforce, click the image you wish to download and preview. Now let's add attachment from Salesforce to Azure DevOps. Click on Add button. Select the attachment you want to upload in Azure DevOps. Click on Add Attachments to Azure DevOps button. Now navigate to Azure DevOps and you can see the attachment is available to view. Now let's check the most demanded feature search and link Azure DevOps issue in Salesforce. Click the Search button. Navigate to Advanced Filter section and select Columns to display in search result. Enter any keyword you wish to search. From the result you can click on Azure ID to check issue details. Click Show More to see all Azure fields. From the search result select the issue you want to link with. Current Record Connector will pre-populated mapping fields as preview before you link. Click Save. As you can see, current record is linked with selected issue and automatically fetched links, comments and attachments.